everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Reincarnated. I was not planning on recording a video right now. It is kind of late at night on Christmas Day, like 10:30. I guess it could be later. I was just on here, kind of cooling down after some of the Christmas excitement. I was just gonna do a little bit of building. It kind of give some more individuality to some of these buildings, finish up on these other three. Probably start work on actually upgrading this into like a proper town hall thing, because I want to eventually. But this adorable little slime friend right here had me coming back onto video when I wasn't planning on it. Look at it, it's got a massive little Christmas hat on. All of the slimes do, they're so cute. Danger sense is on, hold on. Um, yeah, turn that off. I had ended up toggling back on all skills after I toggled them all off last time. But all the little slime friends have cute little Christmas hats. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. But anyways, last time, um, we were just about finished up with all of our... Why are you hurt? What happened to you, friend? There you go. We were just about finishing up with our lizard folk run. So, yeah, after we tried and failed one final time to get the last spirit we needed legitimately. So we ended up going in and setting our cooldown to do spirit summoning down. And then after like 10 more attempts or something like that, where we were doing them rapid fire, we eventually got a greater spirit of light, I think. Was it the light spirit or the space spirit we got? I don't remember. Um Okay, it was the light spirit. We did get some space abilities and some other ones because we ran around using Spearhead along with actually summoning our lesser spirits gave us earth, space, light transforms and all those cool things. Actually, I don't think light was one of them. But yeah, we did a whole lot of skill testing, gathering new skills with Spearhead last time. We now have a bunch more AoE, like, attacks like this, where that thing is now suffering pretty badly and taking a whole lot of damage. So a lot of cool new skills, and they could all be mastered into other cool new skills as well. But we're probably not going to have time for that before we're changing over. Like, there's so many skills, trying to master and learn all of them and showcase all of them in like one run, while also trying to do other runs at the same time, isn't gonna work well. But anyways, yeah, eventually we just gave ourselves essentially gave ourselves the last spirit we needed, and we did not get the hero egg. So, just as a baseline, you cannot be a true hero and a demon lord, which is a bit sad. But technically speaking, there is one more thing I can try to become both at the same time without uh yeah, there's technically one more thing I could try to get both at the same time. And that would be the unique skill reverser. Because apparently it can change you from it can change you from a Majin to counted as a non-Majin, which is one of the major things that stops you from actually being able to be a hero. So I suppose we should give ourselves this ability before changing off. And what I'm assuming is going to happen is it's probably going to tell me no. It might tell me no. I don't know. But I'm kind of hoping it tells me no so that I can just be done with this, and then whenever I actually record the rest of this video, because I don't think I'm recording the whole thing right now, I'm just planning on recording this little clip. When this thing tells me no, I am just going to be able to start up when I actually record the rest of this video as a new race, and then I'll finally decide what I want to do from there. Like, we're going to go a hero run, almost surely. Reverser. There it is. Reverser has been granted to Ardendris. Now, this is a new unique skill. Flip the rules, change alignments, invert buffs and debuffs while shifting strengths and weaknesses to your benefit. So that has a toggle. I'm not entirely sure what the toggle does. Let's replace Earth, I guess. So now it has alignment reverse, it has inverted diffusion buff, inverted fusion debuff. I'm not entirely sure what all those do. Maybe I should have had this up before starting. Okay, this skill has a toggle despite all of its skills being active effects. Interesting. No idea what that's about. Anyways, so alignment reverse will turn me from will turn me from a margin to a chaos alignment, which apparently is just like the midway point where you can do whatever you want. Even if it says you can't, if it says you can't be a margin to do a thing, it will let you do it. If it says you need to be a margin to do a thing, it will let you do it. It kind of free reign. Inverse fusion buff. Let's see. Removes all negative status effects from the player if I'm not looking at anything, and reverts them. Like strength will become, or sorry, weakness will become strength, or slowness will become speed, or jump boost. Yeah, so on and so forth. Basically, whatever the opposite of a debuff is, that's what it will do instead. Like poison and wither and damage will instead heal you and all that good stuff. And I can actually do the same thing for things I'm looking at. So, like, if I gave this friend here poison by hitting it, I could do this and turn it back around. I don't have anything I could hit to showcase this right now besides one of my tames, and I don't really want to do that. Would this work on the training dummy, I wonder? Like, the training dummy can have poison. And that's the run button. Okay, yeah, you can see up there. Fatal poison and corrosion, and now it has regeneration. Debuff. I can now change it to wither. Yeah, inverted fusion debuff is basically the opposite. If something has good effects, I make them bad. So it's kind of cool. But anyways, what we care about is alignment reverse. We should... is there any, like, visual confirmation of it anywheres? Okay. Yes, there is. So, yellow is Majin. This must be Chaos then. We did not instantly get the hero egg. Maybe if I try going to the spirit thing real quick? I don't know. I should give this a proper chance, even if I don't think it's really going to work. I think it's probably a hard-coded thing where you can't be both, regardless of what it doesn't or does say. So, like, I'm not even sure this is because Majins are default. I don't even think this is because Demon Lords are Majins. I think it's because our name here became purple when we became a Demon Lord. Like, I'm assuming that name will become, like, a super golden yellow if we're a hero instead. But I should still give this the proper shot, even if I don't think it's really going to work. Eventually, if this loads. Okay, this world is really laggy right now. Not entirely sure what's going on. So, if I just do this, will I get the thing? After that, my test is to turn like one of my high rank magics into a low rank magic and then immediately turn it back down. Okay, so that didn't just work. I also didn't get a spirit, so that might be part of an issue. So if I get my, or edit my spirits, set one, set wind 1, set light, earth, 1, 1. Okay, spirit level of earth has been set to 1. Spirit level 3 has... Okay. It might be a thing where you have to legitimately get a greater spirit via this. Hmm. Which means that if I were to do the select cooldown thing instead, if I somehow get the last spirit I need legit through this means, this might actually count. So I'm just gonna go until it happens. We're changing over even if I do get the last greater spirit, so this doesn't matter too much. Okay, I think it officially does not work. Or at least not going from True Hero to Demon Lord. Just to make sure, I made it so that our Earth Spirit was level 1 too. So we were going from 5 greater spirits to 6, as that's like the cutoff point where this is supposed to happen. So, just to double check this, get spirits. I now have 6 greater level spirits and 1 medium, because Earth got its medium spirit back. Actually, we now have the Greater Spirit of Space, which has the ability Swipe, which is technically our only new magic. I might as well showcase this. Why not? I actually heard something that this is a pretty good ability. Swipe. Slash through space in a straight line, displacing entities or teleporting the caster. Um, sure, Darkness Cannon can go away for a little bit. But what we did not happen was we did not learn, or we did not gain the Hero Ag. Which means that though we have found the one skill that, yeah, there was basically one thing that possibly could have made it work, and that was Reverser doing its shenanigans with alignments. And since that did not work, therefore it is not possible at all. There was only one more thing left to test on this front, so I think that's about it. It's finally time to call it on our testing. The only other possible thing that could work for doing both would be doing Hero Lord first, or yeah, doing True Hero first, and then doing Demon Lord Evolution. Is actually what has some, what's the word? That has some precedence as far as like the actual canon for the series goes for Tensura. Like, I think that's how Leon Cromwell went, like one of the 8 true Demon Lords. So I don't know. Anyways, might as well just showcase what Swipe does real quick. Hero Hockey is now available to learn. Oh, yeah, because we're not counted as... Okay, that's just like a little teleportation for me. Or just like completely messing up a couple of things days. But I'm not counted as a Homogin anymore, which means we now have Heroes Hockey. Or we can at least learn Heroes Hockey. As far as I know, this is just the good guy equivalent to fire your allies and terrify your enemies. Causing those around you to quake in fear. Okay, so this probably isn't as good as at damage or inflicting fear as Demon Lord Hockey is, but it probably has some extra buffs on top of it. Kind of like how Mortal Fear will buff our subordinates. So I don't know, we'll get to test Heroes Hockey whenever we do a hero run, which we're probably going to be starting right now for you, but it's going to be tomorrow for me at this point. So I'll see you then. I'm probably gonna be working on some building in the meantime. Okay, for you, that was just a moment, and we were just looking at slimes in our final test as a lizard demon lord. But for me, it's been a whole night. I've done some work on here. We still have our Santa hat slimes, though. I was a bit afraid we weren't gonna have these today. Which kind of means that I didn't need to record that little segment last night. I could have just waited till today to record the whole thing at once, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I have finished up these starting 6 houses. And there was a comment talking about how maybe I should start changing them up a little bit more than I had. Give them a bit more personality, make it so it's not just a carbon copy. And they did, and I guess they did have a point. So what I've done is... these two are just carbon copies of each other. I've basically made these pairs in these houses in pairs, and I've basically just changed out wood types, trying to keep them all in the same vibe. Like this one's like this nice dark oak with a birch flooring, while this one remained the palm and sakura. Well, this one's some jungle, and I changed out for a nice stone flooring. And I've also changed the door positioning to give them each it's a little bit more. There's some individuality here. I don't think I really want to design 6 unique houses for right now though, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Also, I got another good point about the royal doors. Yeah, I had tried blue, and blue was just like too much for me. I didn't even think about trying other colors, but the brown is pretty nice. I don't have gray or pink dye, and I didn't want to go make it. But maybe on one of the other buildings that's not the palm. I don't think this is really going to work on here either. Yeah, the yellow is just a little bit too much for these wood types, but maybe on this one? Yeah, I don't know. I really like these doors, but maybe not on these houses specifically. Anyways, as you can see, the little storage hut's looking a little bit different too. Um, yeah, I started working on building this thing up and turning it into like a proper town hall like I want. Right now, it is literally just like a skeletal structure. I've got the flooring in, but right now I'm just gonna keep it as oak. It might change once the walls and everything are put up, but it might just stay. And I've started working on what will eventually be, well, my hope is a clock tower, if I can figure out how to build like a good looking clock. If not, it will just become a bell tower, because I can probably do that a bit easier. But this is proving more difficult, because I started looking through blocks and decided to go with the Dragon Forge brick for this giant clock tower, because I thought it would look nice. Problem being, that requires a whole lot of dragon scales, which I don't really have. Like, I had a few stacks of different fire ones, very specifically fire ones, as the ones I went with, because the other ones will end up with a different looking thing. So I've basically gone through most of my reserves. I have some blue and a little bit more ice ones in here. And then I just have these ones, which you have to use the same kind of block for each one. Although at this point, I think I'm just gonna do a minor amount of cheating. Like, yeah, you need 5 of the same one plus 4 stone bricks. What I think I'm going to do is just do this. And then delete these and give myself the 4 bricks like I should, just to just to make this a little bit easier on myself. Like, I should be able to make 2 more sets of the stuff. So I'm just going to. Actually, I'm just going to do that right now. Dragon. Also, there's something wrong with the wire for my headphones, so I keep not... 1 second. I'm going to need to grab an extra wire. This one's real bad right now. Had not noticed a whole bunch of brand new bite marks in my headphone wire. Thanks ever so much, Cat. It's a good thing I have an extra one. Anyways, Dragon Forge. Here it is. I think I'm in cheat mode right now. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna give myself 8. 1, 2, and there we go. Technically cheating, but I don't understand really why you need to use 5 with the same one in the first place. It's not like the Dragonfire bricks look different themselves anyways. I don't know. Anyways, we are gonna be switching over races in a moment. I'm gonna need so many more dragon scales. Why did I decide to use this block for the tallest, biggest part of this build? Why did I do this to myself? Anyways, we have this thing we built at the end of the last episode. Oh yes, also between episodes, I was out and about tearing up some like old bridges in some nearby villages, and I found 2 extra schematics in a thing. The dagger schematic and the greatsword schematic. Neither of which we actually had before. Actually, I think those might be the last 2 schematics we didn't have. So now we can make a little dagger. Daggers. Oh, it's just the spider dagger and the centipede dagger. I thought there were more. So we can make those things right now, or that should also give us access to... Ooh, we can make scythes now. I don't think we could make those before. And... Ooh, the Blade Tiger Scythe, the only thing Detail's used for, and we couldn't make it before. Do we lose schematics if I go ahead and re-roll my stuff? I don't actually know. But yeah, now we can make Odachis and great swords. There's a whole bunch of cool new things in here. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna need to go gather a whole bunch more Magisteel before we can, though, because right now I kind of used up a lot of what I have. Especially if I want to respawn the giant in the labyrinth at some point. So, I think that's all I think we're good to just do it at this point, aren't we? Why do I have my training dummy in here? That can go there. Drowned, go away. Anyways, we've spent so long as a lizard. It's gonna be a bit weird starting from scratch again. Also, I just need to go dump some inventory stuff at some point. Let me dump this first real quick. Okay, so I've dealt with inventory stuff. I also went ahead and made sure that Godly Craftsman was now empty, because we're going to be losing access to this in a moment. Technically speaking, I could go in and make sure everything has the maximum stuff. I don't know. I'd rather just start at least somewhat from fresh, rather than just making myself super powerful immediately. Like, I'll probably keep some of my weapons and gear, but probably downgrade some of the other stuff. Anyways, slight change I have made before we actually go ahead and re-roll. I am going to specifically start with 2 unique skills now. I went ahead and changed the config. But there's a bit of a caveat with that, where there is a different list of skills that are available for the second, for the second unique skill that you can get. Like, the first unique skill is going to be literally anything from the unique list that's like Wrath and all that good stuff, like Royal Beast. But the second unique skill is specifically from a list that involves the ones like Great Sage, Merciless, some of the other ones that on their own aren't super powerful, they just have minor effects that work with them. And what I'm probably going to do is, if I do get a duplicate unique skill from one of the ones we've already tested out, I'm just going to re-roll that one specifically again. So let's see. We're specifically going to go for a hero run this time, because I haven't gone to see what it does. So let's go race re-roll, or a character reset. It's rewind time, and instantly that got us ice and fire again. Interesting. Oh yeah, I had wanted to put on hardcore races. Because different races actually have different effects depending on if you have hardcore mode on, and I kind of wanted to see how it's different. Let's see, does that actually show somewhere? It's like, I know slimes have an extreme difficulty. It doesn't say specifically here, but I know that if you start as a slime with hardcore difficulty on, you actually start off as blind, which is kind of interesting. But we are specifically going to go for something that isn't a default Majin. So I'm not going to be a demon, I'm not going to be a ghoul, a white, or a slime. Oh, ghoul is the beginning of vampire tree. Okay, I was a bit curious there. Orc. Orcs have a default Majin at the very end of their in their thing. That's the Orc Lord, so not really. Divine Ogre? Or do I want to go for like elf or dwarf? I'm not entirely sure what's special about these races. Are these just... Are elves and dwarfs just like the equivalent of humans, but maybe slightly different? I don't know if I really want to go one of them. Merfolk can only breathe underwater in hard mode, I think. Beastfolk would be a very strong one to test out. Like, that's a pretty strong race, but I don't know. Or I just hit random. Ogre? Sprite race descended from fire elementals. They possess immense physical capabilities and a strong Japanese lineage. You know what, sure, we're gonna go an ogre hero and eventually pick up, like, I think there's Divine Oni? Like, I don't know. Strength, Royal Beast, and Mathematician. Tensura. Mathematician, at least in the old version, was really good. Royal Beast, we did showcase already. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing. It actually shows your reset counter too. But like, Royal Beast... You've already seen Royal Beast, but we're also kind of squishy right now. So like, Strength, we just get it early, basically. Mathematician. Use mathematics to improve your combat abilities. Become able to use analytical appraisal to assess all. Do I reset Royal Beast? Because, technically speaking, I haven't showcased Royal Beast fully on its own. I was mostly using it as a timer and used it once on its own. I mean, we're gonna need some help, because right now we're just squishy little ogre. Like, even the Barghest from that we've been fighting so well for so long are able to beat us up now. Huh? Game, are you feeling okay? 1 second. Oh, just average human, danger sense, and telepathy are now available to learn. What is going on? I'm not even doing anything. Okay, computer/gamer, apparently not happy today. I can no longer fly. I just tried to fly. I can't do that anymore. This is gonna be some learning curves. Actually, I can fly. I just can't do it manually. I guess Smog and Tavern actually get to be useful now, because I'm gonna need their help. But anyways, we are an ogre. I kind of forgot this part, but ogres and goblins share an evolution line. Like if I had started as a goblin instead, I could have become an ogre through evolving a couple of times. And probably should have. That probably would have been the cooler thing to showcase. Honestly, do I want to? Like, also to note, let's go over to the smithing table real quick. Swim, please. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, I'm so slow. What did I just... Why in the world? Oh, I just needed to update something in my inventory to show, oh, I have the Hihi Hurricane weapon now. Cool. The dark jackets, the dark leggings, and the anti-magic mask, I get to go here now, I guess. But, to note, there's nothing in the smithing bench. Yeah, I have to start from scratch. Like, everything has to start from scratch. It's a good thing I decided to save these instead of just getting rid of them. Shield, sword sword, leather, and web guns. Cool, I already got a leather one. But, technically speaking, I have the gear, so it's not like I really need all those things, but it would be helpful for, if I want to remake or skill reroll stuff or anything. So just keep doing this, and this, and this, and this. Copper doesn't actually have anything, I didn't need to do that. But, yeah, I guess I can start working towards all that stuff again at some point. Character reset scroll. How do I make the race reset scroll? Race reset. Words are hard. Oh yeah, I need mithril. Molten silver and that. Actually, that's not too difficult. I would just need to put some, thing in there. But, anyways, as an ogre, we have 2 evolution options. We can either become a Kaijin, which just means obtain a spirit, or we can become an enlightened ogre, which requires a whole lot of existence points. Kaijin is going to be a whole lot easier, because we've already beaten the Elemental Colossus, which I do not think is going to respawn. Actually, it might. This is a good thing to test real quick. I don't know if I want to immediately become a Kaijin, but I do know that the Elemental Colossus is supposed to respawn whenever a new player enters. Dungeon encroachment? Huh? What just... That's a bit rude, game. Okay then. I'm gonna need to enter the dungeon in creative mode, apparently. Because it's not happy with me. There appear to be some things that are not fully working when you reset your character. Okay, let's try in creative mode. Or maybe even spectator mode, depending on how well this goes. But head back one more time. Hello, game. There we go. The Elemental Colossus did not respawn immediately. Let's try exiting through the other door. And seeing if it saves my progress there. This is working a bit weirdly. Also, let's try going back into survival mode. Ow! Wow, some things are apparently just a little broken right now. It also got rid of my save, or my... the respawn point got reset too. Huh. Like, it's like a full player reset. The only thing it didn't get rid of are my tames, basically. Stay. That's a bit weird. Oh well, we'll fix all that at some point. So, maybe I should go over what mathematician does, because actually I don't know. I need to look this up real quick. I know it's some sort of boost. Okay, it's analytical appraisal whenever I hit the button, but obviously it's got more going on than that. So, one moment. Ooh, okay. Mathematician is like an insanely good ability, actually. It's it works almost exactly the same as Great Sage. Like, Great Sage is like the super good ability from learning skills. It gives you analytical stuff. It helps you in fights a little bit. Mathematician basically does the same thing, where we earn skills a little bit better. Like, we get the same boost that regular Sage gave us, where every time we level up something, we get 2 points instead. Like, that gave us 2 training, that would have given us 3 training points for strength. Then on top of that, we have Thought Acceleration, which means that any skills or spells we cast a little bit faster. I wonder if that stacks with regular Thought Manipulation. I really hope so. Other than that, we have apparently a chance to just dodge every attack from the, starting at 25%, or 25% chance to dodge an attack, 50% chance to ignore dodge on enemies, 75% chance to deal crit damage, and we do not care about resistances. Nullifications are treated as resistances, and magic damage, magic jamming makes you do less damage. We just ignore that entirely. And then, actually no, that's it. I already said thought. So basically, it's an analytical skill that makes it so we earn skills a whole lot faster, and we can just dodge hits and do more damage. It's really cool. This is a really cool skill, actually. And then Royal Beast we've already seen. You know what? We have already seen Royal Beast. I am going to get rid of it and give myself a random new skill. You can go kindly right away. Let's get back to safety, shall we, before we do this? So, sorry, Royal Beast, you're very good. I probably could use you. But you've already been tested. So, Tensura, edit, me, ability, revoke. I have to do Tensura Royal Beast, despite the fact that Tensura is the only mod that adds in these skills right now. Of course. Royal Beast. There you are. Royal Beast has been revoked. And instead, I'm going to grant myself, not mastery, grant myself one random skill unique. Oppressor. Hold on. Ooh, that's a good skill. And because I got Oppressor, I also got Gravity Manipulation. Dominate gravity yourself. Control attractive and repulsive forces or unleash devastating ranged attacks, which will crush anyone unfortunate enough to be in your path. Hold on, I'm just Hinata, aren't I? I think these are Hinata skills. Oh wait, no, Hinata is Usurper, not Oppressor. I think Oppressor is a really good skill, though. How are you spawning? You're not supposed to be spawning in here. You should be under the effect of that. Also, how do I now have 24 armor? Oh yeah, I have dark armor on, duh. You should not be in range to spawn right now. Anyways, oppress? Does this only work on... Oh, there's a lot more skills on here than I thought there was. Hell. Oh, it has a power scale. Okay, that's just like a little thing. Attract. Again, I can just draw things a bit closer or send them flying away. Cool. Oppress. Oppression. Oh, I'm out of magicules. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Believe? And flicker. I am out of magic heals. I do not have enough to actually cast the skill. I don't really want to die right now. Thankfully, I still have it turned off so I don't lose anything, but still. Oh, I can now learn Farsight, and I'm dead. I do not have enough for Believe, whatever that does, and Flicker. Okay, that just sends me, like, flying forwards, I guess. Cool. I'm curious what the skill I can't use is, though, so I want to go double check it and read up on the skill. How are you spawning in there? Okay, that explains it. So the mode Believe, well, for 1,000 magic jewels, we only have 760. I just do a huge amount of damage. Like, it does 100 damage and knocks things 100 blocks in the air, as far as the wiki says. That's pretty cool. Also, yeah, I can oppress an enemy for 300 magic jewels. And then if I had another 700, I could just do 100 damage to this thing. So that's pretty cool. Like, Oppressor's really good. It, like, it locks enemies in place and then just lets you do so much damage back to them. Why is my magical regen so fast? I have nothing in there. I have no battle wills. I dumped so many battle wills because I already had them. Oh, man. Gravity manipulation. I sort of forgot we instantly got that because of Oppressor. That's going to be very good to get back. And honestly, I should start working on these skills too, just to make sure. Danger sense, I'm not going to bother. Can we stop with the drowned, please? I do not have enough magic tools to even attempt to learn gravity manipulation yet. That's a bit sad. Now, I'm going to need to get back to work on killing a whole bunch of stuff, it seems like. Because, I am very slow right now. I need to get a hold of some evolutions and some stats. But apparently, trying to get a spirit out of the, getting a spirit out of the labyrinth is apparently a bit broken right now. Like, I can't enter the labyrinth without dying. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to become a Gaijin. I might have to do Enlightened. Because, oh, that's actually really bad. I want this to be a hero run, but I can't enter the labyrinth to get a spirit. Oh, game. That sucks really badly. I'm definitely gonna have to figure that out. Also, we are not gonna be able to get another... I was hoping to try and get another one of the Tempest Starwolves so that I could actually get Black Lightning off of it. But you only get to make another one of those legitimately via evolution, via Demon Lord evolution. So I'm probably just going to spawn one in and kill it and give myself the skill to test it at some point, because I really don't want to kill Carrion again. Carrion, that is Carrion the second after all. But thankfully it's not taking too long to start building things up. I'm starting to get some of the baseline skills back. Oh, I'm already up over 1,000 magicules. Okay, that did not take long. Actually, over 2,000. So, Oppressor. Oppressor. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that also puts it on cooldown, though. But build up another 1,000 magicules, and then whatever I fight is getting believed, which just isn't a word. I'm not entirely sure why it's named that. It's a bit weird, but whatever. Hold on. Eating gives you magicules. How did I never notice that before? Believe. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty cool with that. Oh, there's thought acceleration, which if I learn that will also help out a bit. I'm up already at 8,500 magicules. This is going pretty fast. But, I guess I'm gonna have to start getting to work on learning these so I can actually get strong again. So, time to get back to magicule grinding, EP grinding, and just learning as many skills as possible. It's been a while. This is episode 26, and we're finally back to where we started. This might work out okay. I can start working on getting, like, paralysis and all that stuff a bit earlier this time, just so I have it for longer. So, yeah, we're back into grind mode. I guess I should get started up on that. This is so weird getting back to the beginning again. I keep trying to fly, but I'm no longer a Dragonewt, and I'm actually not going to be... I'm not going to be able to fly in the same way I could before. Technically speaking, I could now learn gravity flight, but... Oh, look, strengthened body. Yeah, I haven't even been at it that long. I've just beaten up a whole lot of things in, like, the past 5 minutes, maybe? And I'm already up to 15,000. Magicules are still being a bit rough. There's a blade tiger over there I would definitely love to beat up, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Can I survive long enough to get off of Bleave? No, I cannot. Nope, it just decided that I'm dead. I now have to go around the wall. I finished building the wall just in time to make it so that it stopped me. Of course. But, yeah, we've got some work to do. We got some cool new skills on this second run. But it's not exactly going to be easy. Maybe I should have given myself Chosen One. I had considered giving myself Chosen One specifically because I knew this was going to be a hero run, and Chosen One is specifically tied to it. Maybe I still can. I don't know. We're just about done with this episode anyways, looking at the time. This little segment's 30, and then I recorded for 10 minutes last night. We're at about 40 minutes now. So, probably a pretty good place to end off. Next time, or I guess between episodes, I do all of my, like, skill learning yet again. So weird being back to the beginning. Thankfully, I have my gear from that, so it's not as difficult. I'm not dying as quickly. But, it's still a whole lot of work to do. But, anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Go away, Bargist.